It's often quicker and easier to buy something new rather than second-hand, especially if you're part of a business. New things can be bought easily online, usually from a company you've already got a relationship with, invoiced for automatically and handled without really any thought or management required. And then once your project's finished, particularly for a short-term industry like media or fashion, say, you can just throw the thing out because the job's done. Related to that, there's a metres-high mounted of mannequins in the Midlands.
A lot of them I have purchased and have been in my collection for hire, but a lot of them have come along because they were destined for landfill. Somebody got in touch with me, a friend from a long time ago, and said, I see you're hiring mannequins. We've got some that are going to be thrown into the bin. Would you be interested? So I said, well, yeah, of course. How many? He says, about 100. And then over a period of about 4 months, 25,000 of them turned up from all over Europe because people had heard about this mad woman in Lincolnshire who will rehome unwanted dummies. There's a deliberate misspelling for the company name, manna, food from heaven, and kin, kindred spirit, because it was almost gifted to me during a time when really I had nothing. It was just perfect. Absolutely perfect name. Where we are right now, this is the spray bay. When they go out on hire, they look lovely, brand new. They come back in with chips, broken bits, dirt all over them. So they're all cleaned up, put on these rails, and then they're wheeled into the front of the spray bay where they receive a new coat of paint.
Also, for £50 here, you can have a drive-through mannequin heist where you get 15 minutes to fit as many mannequins and mannequin parts as you can into the back of your car. I did consider doing that, but I don't need any mannequins.
Normally, we would have open days where people can come and go through and collect bits and pieces. What the whole COVID situation has enabled me to do was, okay, instead of people just coming in and wandering around, and you could potentially have quite a lot of people doing that at any one time, I'll set up a booking system so that people can book in and pay, and then they drive through and then they stop at Mannakin Mountain. And then I would get on a loudspeaker and have a timer, and then it's a case of you've got 15 minutes to fill up the back of your car with body parts. It's hilarious. So some people know what a supermarket sweep is, right? And they come and they're, whoa, and they're all filling up quick. And then other times you've got people that they've parked their car one end, but they walk all the way up to the other end to collect a pair of legs and then come all the way back. And I'm thinking, you're going to run out of time. So hands are a really interesting one, because if I'm putting together some mannequins from that mountain, I need to make sure that if I've got 10 of something, that I've got 10 pairs of hands to go with that, because it needs to be a set. So we did have someone who turned up once and literally filled up the back of their car with hands, and I'm like, I'm sort of like having a freak out for future putting mannequins together.
I'll be honest, even in daylight, this place feels a little creepy. There is something unsettling about being surrounded by not quite human figures in every direction. Fortunately, the folks here do understand that, particularly around Halloween.
At Halloween, I open up the yard so that people can walk around at night in a mannequin graveyard. I did something that I called the Awful Halloween Walk. It's out in the middle of nowhere, and there's literally bodies and mannequins all over the place. So it's not something that you would usually see. It is something really, really bonkers, out of this world. And so that has attracted quite a few different film crews, not just horror films, which is like the obvious one, but also for music videos. So most people who are selling mannequins in the UK, they do sell them. They don't do the hire because there's a lot of work involved. But selling them is a linear process. So they are made most of the time in China. They get transported over, they go into the shops, they're used, and then they are just put in the bin. They get crushed, they go into landfill. Now, they're made from fibreglass. It's something that doesn't decompose at all. And also, they're really good fun things. So why on earth would you crush them and put them into landfill when in actual fact there are so many different uses for them that could be done to have, not only to wear fashion, but to go onto TV sets, film sets. People come and get them to decorate their gardens at Halloween. There's never a reason for let's put that mannequin in the bin.